Hello, and welcome to this course on creating a CSS generator. This course is about putting it all together. That is, all your knowledge about HTML, CSS, and jQuery. But it is also about practicing using conditional logic to create this project. So let me explain this project that you see on this page. This is the final project of this course. Notice the buttons at the upper right, and also notice that one of the buttons has a different style. This button, the font button for now, is the active button. But also, notice that the field set below has form elements. When these elements are changed, the text will change accordingly. Also notice that there is an input with the same color as the text. But if you hover over the color picker on the left, the text changes to the color, but the input background does not change. But if you find the color you like and you click that color and then mouse out of the color picker, the input changes to the chosen color. Also notice the code below. This is a representation of the CSS styles for the element in the center. Also notice the other elements. Let's take a look at this select element. We have all these font families. So when you choose a font family, you change the font family of the text, but you also change the CSS code down below, the representation of the CSS code. Okay, so you see how that works? Now we have these other elements. Let's change the font size. We can use the slider. And you see how that works? We're changing the slider and it's changing everything. Now we have these other buttons. Right now I'm going to set the font color to dark black. And notice the text shadow right here. This is tedious code. So let's go ahead and generate some text shadows. Let's give it a little bit of a spread. See how it's changing the code? But now let's give it a color. So we can choose any color we want. And then when we hover off, our input up above becomes that color. And you see how our code is changing whenever we change any of our inputs. If you know anything about text shadows, they're neat, but they're really tedious to code. That's why we got this generator. And now we can do the same thing with the other elements, the border. Let's give it a size, and you see it's white already. Let's change the color. And you see all this is changing down here. So what we're doing is we're using form inputs to change the CSS and also the HTML of the page. So now you might wonder, well, what good is this? Why would we want to do this? First, this course is a good exercise in critical thinking. Second, suppose you wanted to create a website that allows the users to create their own styles. Many WordPress themes have what is called a customizer, which allows the logged-in user to control the styles of the page. Third, if you like text shadows, then this will make it really easy to create text shadows on the fly. If you Google text shadow generator, you will find many sites that do exactly what this course teaches. With the knowledge you will get from this course, you will be able to create your own CSS generators for your own website. You can create gradient generators, transform generators, button generators, or whatever you want. Just Google any of these words and you will see what I'm talking about. So if any of this sounds interesting, then sign up for this course. If you decide later that this course is not for you, you can get a full refund within 30 days of purchase. Now let me tell you about myself. I am a lifelong learner just like you. I learn by watching videos, practicing code, doing coding experiments, and Googling. I am not a computer science expert, but I do understand how someone might have a hard time understanding certain technological concepts. I am mindful of good and bad practices of video screencasting. That is why I try to explain my thinking as to why I do what I do in the code. I try to draw attention to what I'm talking about with these red boxes you see on this screen. So I hope you sign up for this course. I guarantee you will not regret it. Remember, you can have nothing to lose because there is a complete money-back guarantee. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you soon.